How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Bosnian bank robber here. Welcome to a brand new video. We got ourselves some rumors to take a look at, so let's get right into it. Starting things off first, guys, we have ourselves this post from 4chan, which was shared to me by one of my friends, who just, I'm not going to mention the name because I don't know if he wants to be mentioned, but it was shared to me with a friend. But yeah, I thought we'd take a look at it, see what it's all about. Basically, this is going to be one of the most strange rumors that we've gotten. So it's this image and literally just a guy who says this game is pretty fun, and then it's a picture of what I assume is supposed to be Pokemon Legends EA, right? It's supposed to be gameplay of Legends EA. At least that's what I'm assuming we're looking at right here, right? Also, why am I wearing a mask like this? I don't know. I'm just trying to mess with you guys. Either way, basically, this image came out yesterday, and I have been wondering about it all day, and I want to share it with you guys and get your thoughts and opinions as well, on top of also sharing my thoughts and opinions, because I have a lot to say about this one. Now, starting up with, what do we actually see in it? Well, we actually see the professor of X and Y. I think it's Sycamore, right? I think it's Sycamore. I think so. I forget the name of X and Y. Yeah, it's Sycamore. So yeah, it's Sycamore is just chilling, and he's saying something. We can't really discern what he's saying. It's a little bit, even if I zoom in, you'll notice that it's like way too blurry to see what's being said. But it's just a model of Sycamore, which, to be fair, if you just go online right now and you go Pokemon Sycamore 3D model, I'm pretty sure you can find the 3D model of him relatively easily. Like right here, you guys can go into Sketchfab like this. Like literally you can just go into Sketchfab, like, which is a website that, you know, you can download like models from. Go download here, go to GLB, and there you go. You got the model, and you can just shove that into anything. Now, of course, this model is wearing a blue jacket versus, you know, a white one, but that's besides the point. That's, you know, just the original one is white, and you can get the original one right here on another website. So what I'm trying to say is, it's not hard to go get your hands on a, you know, 3D model like this that already exists and just shove it into a program like Blender and just literally make anything. You know what I mean? It's really not that, you know, crazy. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that crazy to look at and believe. So I don't know. I'd love to know, again, your guys' thoughts on it, because I'm really just confused about this one. If you look at the rest of it, there is some stuff that's interesting. So he's got a little black bar up here. Now, the reason you do that, why you would have that little black bar on the top, there's one big reason for that. And that is usually if this game was given to somebody early, and there's sometimes these games come with like watermarks that show whose copy it is. And that's the only reason that what I would assume there's a black bar here to sort of hide that, or maybe the username of the player, or like maybe like if you go online on the Switch, right? If you have the Switch on you and you go online, maybe a friend was added or a friend went online, and that could like give away who you are. Like, if you catch my drift, like this basically could just give away this person's location, information, stuff like that, if it is real. As for the rest of the image, again, text box, nothing more than that, and then a bunch of hexagons, which makes sense given Zygarde and it's just hexagon like, you know, design. If we just look up like, you know, just Zygarde in general, you guys will see what we're talking about. It's got like a very much a hexagonal shape on its body, as you may notice. So again, nothing too crazy. But again, this image is interesting because, again, 99% it's most likely gonna be fake, right? Like, it's like 99% of the time it's gonna be fake, right? Like, obviously. But there is always that chance. There's always that chance that it could be real. And the reason I say this is because we have had real images that people were genuinely thinking were fake. So to show you an example, here's an image that people thought was fake. This right here is a real image of Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Now, you guys look at it now and you might realize, oh, well, yeah, obviously it's real. That's just Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. But this image was leaked way before we knew about Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Like, way before it was revealed, we got this image, right? Like, literally before the reveal of Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, which the reveal happened in, what was it? Like, I think it was 2017, like May, I think in May of 2017 during the, like there was an investors meeting at the Pokemon company, and that's when they officially revealed it. But this image came out in like I think February or March. I think March is when this image was revealed, but we didn't know anything, like zero. We knew nothing about this thing. We had no clue what this was real. And everybody and their mother-in-law literally thought this shit was fake. Okay. Everybody thought it was fake. Everybody thought it's not real, but guess what? It actually ended up being real. But it's not even the only example. We've had more examples of this happen where there's gameplay images, but this is just the best one that I can remember off the top of my head, because we've had so many leaks over the last decade of me just making Pokemon videos like this. So again, what I'm trying to say is we know for a fact this is like real, okay? Like, we know this was real. So there's always a slim chance, and there's like, again, a slim chance this could be real as well. I am on the more of the side of it being fake, because nowadays I feel like more people are well versed, people that like used to make these like fakes back in the day, you know, and what that, like they just kind of had to make it, you know, when people were making fakes, kind of just like slap together whatever they had. But I feel like we have way more talented artists, we have way more access to different products like Blender, which is free to make 3D models and 3D scenes. Shit, even I can do stuff in 3D now. So my point is, like, it's like not something that's super hard to fake nowadays. It's like very easy to make fakes like this. It's very easy to create fakes. Like very, very easy actually. So there's always a chance, but I would more lean towards the possibility that it's just BS, like more likely so that it's BS. But like, all I'm going to say is always leave a little bit of, you know, a little bit of faith. Now, again, it's just an image. So it's not like it shows us anything really. Like, we're going to be honest here. We don't really learn anything from this. It's just a picture of, you know, the game. And that's it. It's all it is. There's not really much else that I can really say about this one. But yeah, I'd love to get you guys' thoughts and opinions on this one, because there is a few more rumors we're going to take a look at. There is actually not just a few, quite a few actually rumors that we're going to take a look at, because there are literally so many things coming out right now because we're so close to Pokemon Day. Like, this is the time right now for things to be coming out. And I'd love to know you guys' thoughts and opinions on this. And just let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about this one. Just let me know. But yeah, that's pretty much that. Now, moving on to the next thing, we're going to be taking a look at another... Look at Sycamore, is literally a tree as well. But yeah, we're going to take a look at the next thing, which is this post by NecroFelipe, as well as Ami at Japan. So Ami at Japan tweeted, "The last video is not ZA," implying that the last thing we're going to see during the Pokemon Day Presents is not going to be Legend ZA. Because usually, if you guys haven't watched the Pokemon Presents before, to give you a simple rundown, usually a Pokemon Presents is a sort of like a Nintendo Direct of sorts, where they show off a bunch of Pokemon-related stuff. But usually, the last thing you see is the mainline game. So when I say, the mainline game, I'm talking about Legends EA, New Generations, just mainline games like, Scarlet Violet, Diamond Pearl, Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, Legends Arceus, Legends EA, so on and so forth. Usually, that's always shown right at the end. It's the final thing they show. And then everything in the beginning, all the stuff in the start, so usually is like just a bunch of spin-off games. So Pokemon Unite, Pokemon TCG Pocket, Pokemon Go, the usual stuff, Masters EX, things like that get shown first and take up like almost 70 to 80% of the actual presents, and only the last 20% is actually new info that isn't related to spin-off games. And when I say spin-offs, I'm not talking about brand new, I'm talking about just updates on old spin-off games, stuff we already basically know because it's already been kind of told to people prior to the Pokemon Presents, or it's been leaked already. So it's just like, what I'm trying to say is, usually the end of it features actually like the game we're waiting for. But what they're saying here is that the last video is not ZA. But again, I don't know if Ami in Japan is just messing around and making a joke. And because he does say, source, trust me, bro. But that's not the actual person like that we really want to look at here. The one we're going to look at is NecroFelipe, because NecroFelipe does have information. He does come out with leaks. He does have actual info once in a while. And what he says is a little bit more interesting, because he says, what if the last highlight of Pokemon Presents really isn't Legends EA, ? It would be crazy. They'll doubt it though. So I guess he's not really confirming anything. And this is the only reason I'm bringing up this post is not to say that there's gonna be something else announced or that they're confirming it or saying it at all. That's not what they're doing. They're just saying, what if there is something else? And there always is a chance, right? But I've seen a lot of people run with this and just say, yep, we're getting something else because these two said it. No, because NecroFelipe doesn't actually say here that we're going to get something else. He's just saying that it will be pretty interesting, and I wouldn't doubt it being a possibility, which is fair point. Like, I wouldn't doubt there possibly being another announcement as well at the end. Who knows? We could get Pokemon Project Synapse, right? That hinted game that I spoke about in my last few videos. Like, it's a project they were supposed to be working on. I'm going to refresh the page here, show you what I'm talking about. Project Synapse, of course, was a leaked project that they were working on. But, I don't know, like, how it's supposed to look or what what it's going to be like. But people thought that maybe Project Rodeo became Synapse. So just keep that in mind. There's always a possibility we might see something else. It's just, again, don't assume that these two... And the only reason I'm bringing this up is because you're going to see some people taking these tweets and running wild with them, saying that, we're getting another thing announced, confirmed by leakers. No, it's not confirmed. It's just speculation more than anything. And there's always a good time to speculate, and now is the perfect time to speculate because we're so close to the actual announcement. This is the perfect time to be talking about it. So again, feel free to, you know, share your thoughts, because I'd love to know what you guys think about it, because there's so much more, you know, that we can expect possibly to happen. Next thing, though, is this post right here. This is just a post from Centro, which is actually a post from the official Pokemon YouTube channel, because they're doing a countdown every single day leading up till Pokemon Presents. Every single day, there's a little countdown video, and now it's down to, you know, 4 days, because, yeah, I mean, what are we now? It is Sunday today when I'm recording this. We got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday, and there it is. So, yeah, 4 days to go, counting today. And, yeah, we're almost there. It's almost time. Not long to go now. But there is not just that. We have this too, which is a post shared to me by Jay Wants to Battle. He actually messaged me, one of our longtime viewers, longtime friends, great freaking fella. But he messaged me saying, yo, check this out. I also tagged you in the post on you know, Twitter, as well as, you know, wanted to just get your thoughts on it. But also, he has a bit of his own theory. But let's first take a look at the actual post itself. What does it have to say? Well, it goes on and says the following. Mr. Q. Now, I've seen it. Here's what I've gathered. And then he just lists a bunch of stuff. Chestnut and Infernape coming to Pokemon Unite, coming on March 13th. Special Shiny Evolution event for Cafe Remix to celebrate the year of Eevee. Weekly Eevee Spotlight Hours will occur every Friday in Pokemon Go until the end of April. Again, Eevee year, but surprisingly, nothing on the Unova Fest. Then, the Kalos starters are coming to Pokemon Sleep on March 7th. Bear in mind, they fired through these announcements really quickly, unlike previous years. This is only about 5 minutes in. Around 3 minutes of PLZA trailer showcasing various shots of Lumio City, seemingly in the past with a lot of buildings unfinished and Prism Tower under construction, resembles the Eiffel Tower more. Starters are Chikorita, Tepig, Piplup, and the Kalos and Paldea starters are also seen. Mechanics are mostly similar to Arceus. Diving and sneaking up on Pokemon, I saw a trainer Mega Evolve her Clefable, and another who looks like a younger Professor Sycamore. Likely a relative, not him. Mega Evolving his Talonflame. Release date is August 15th, 2025. Does sound like a reasonable date. No mention of any Switch 2 version enhancements, which they wouldn't probably be doing anyways. But then they say, surprise announcement, remakes of Black and White by Ilka and Pokemon Works, which is weird to say Ilka / Pokemon Works, because Pokemon Works is a combined company, a new company made by Ilka and the Pokemon Company. So it wouldn't be Ilka, it would be Pokemon Works, which is a new company making this stuff. But again, of course, Ilka is involved because they technically own it. So either way, the characters are similar in style to the X and Y Chibi models. Story seems to be slightly different, with Reshiram seeming to have some sort of power over Zekrom. Mega Evolution symbol seen flaring at the end with Kyurem's Cryherd. Pokemon Superior Black and Inferior White. That is not, no, brother, listen, that's not happening, because those two names for those two games, that comes with a lot of underlying connotations that I'm not going to get into in this video. No, that's not happening. That is, no, that's highly doubt that would be real. Highly doubt that would actually be real. But Jay had some thoughts here saying the dates of the release are good since 8/15/25 and 11/7/25 are Fridays, but the John is sus. Okay, does Reshiram have power as Zekrom? In what way? Not only that, but does Zekrom Kyurem have need a Mega? Listen, I'm gonna be real. This is just one of those rumors where, like, nah, Chief, there just ain't really nothing. It ain't nothing there, brother. I'm gonna be real with you. There ain't nothing there. It's just one of those rumors that's just a little bit of a troll. I'm gonna be real with you. It ain't giving me much to work with. It ain't really got much of value to it. But there is another rumor we can take a look at, and this one is a rumor from 4chan itself again. But again, these are just, you know, keep in mind, it's just rumors, so don't take this stuff as being actually real. But here's what it says, though, and it says the following: a little on ZA. I'm something of an insider. I'm not here to leak any information on the game itself, just a little on why nothing's been revealed. Game Freak and the Pokemon Company Incorporated consider Legends ZA their most ambitious game yet, and they want everything to be the best it can be. They're going for Game of the Year. Brother, Pokemon has never even come close to Game of the Year. Okay, let's be real here. Also, I'm sorry, GTA 6 is coming out this year. I think that's enough I can say there, right there, dude. They're going for Game of the Year. They very much do not want to reveal anything before it's ready, and they figured they'd just spend a while building up hype and mystery before they said any more. Okay, they had planned to release a trailer in October that would have showcased the starters, the plot, and a couple of new megas, but the Terra leak prevented that. They did a good job at seeming calm about it in public, but internally it was a super chaotic, and they did not want to do the trailer until they were back on track. There was a plan to put it up in January on the anniversary of X and Y's initial reveal trailer, but at that point they figured they might as well just wait until Pokemon Day. The game itself was supposed to be released in June, but thanks to the Terra leak, it's been pushed back to late summer or early fall. Now, I don't believe this person is an actual leaker, but what they do say here is actually stuff that, you know, not one for one is real, but it is stuff that makes sense if you think about it, right? Like a lot of this stuff would make sense. Now, I don't necessarily think that like these leaks that they would have impacted things that much. Sure, there was definitely an impact, no doubt about it. But at the end of the day, Legends EA is a done deal. It's something that's already set to come out. Was it already delayed? You know, was it delayed because of a leak? I don't think so. Was it delayed for another reason? Yes, but it wasn't delayed during the leak time. The game was already delayed before it was even announced, right? Like the initial like delays like these, they usually happen before the game is revealed, not after the game is revealed. That's why the game had a 2025 release date and not a, you know, 2024 release date and then suddenly an update saying, hey, it's actually out in 2025. You know, we only got to know that it was going to be coming out at all the moment that they decided to reveal it to us. The moment they decided, okay, we are going to now reveal it, and here is what it is, right? So what I'm trying to get at is that it really doesn't matter, like all this like leak stuff that happened. It does, but it also doesn't, because it doesn't impact the fact that the game is already set to come out, that they have like scheduled shit that needs to get done. That doesn't change. Internally, they already decided to delay this bad boy way before they showed it to us. It was already, you know, if it was delayed, we're saying it was delayed based on conjecture and people saying that it was delayed. There's no confirmation that's true. The game could have always been planned to be a 2025 game. We don't know that. We're just going off of what people are saying at the end of the day. So just keep that in mind. But ladies and gentlemen, that pretty much summarizes this rumor and just my thoughts for today. Again, I want to know about that first picture I showed you guys. Again, I really want to know your thoughts and opinions on this post because I'm very curious to see what you guys have to say. And that's pretty much going to be it for today, guys. Thank you all for watching. I'll be seeing you all in the next one. Peace out and bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen.